Welcome to a brand new vlog, you guys. I'm just now getting done with work. It is Thursday. I spent the whole day until about 4 or 5 o'clock thinking today was Wednesday. So yeah, that explains my day. I just got a whole lot better all of a sudden about 4 o'clock. But yeah, so I'm done with work. I'm heading down to Katie's house now. We're gonna watch the new show called 911.
911, what's your emergency?
Yeah, I'm in the drive-thru and they only gave me 6 nuggets in my 9-piece, and this manager won't give me my extra nugs.
Ma'am, it's against the law to call 911 with a non-emergency. Eat your nuggets, get some perspective, and get the off my line.
Yeah, you little brother Jakey trying to roast me. What? Little brother standing on his own 2 feet. Not for long, I'm a dog. You're a puppy, call your call. Let's talk about your garbage that you call a song. Well, that was easy. Hey, I got you something.
Another one? No.
You're supposed to look at the video when I give you gifts.
No.
Especially when they have elephants on them.
No.
Why don't you show them your face?
But I can't cry on camera.
Why not?
I look like a hot mess. I'm so excited.
For anybody that doesn't know, she's an elephant fanatic.
I am.
Super
Look at my
obsessive.
pillows that my grandma made.
Yeah, literally pillows that are elephant faces. The calendar upstairs is elephants that I got her last year. What else do you have elephant-wise in here?
I have 3 elephants on my Christmas tree.
Yeah, 3 elephants in the Christmas tree. 1, 2, 3. It's kind of funny because they're actually all the same elephant. From what, 3 different people?
Yeah, 1 from my grandma, 1 from your grandma, and 1 from my mom.
Yeah, that's a lot of elephants. I probably should have pointed the camera at you while you were talking just then versus me.
Yeah, thanks.
But anyways, should I show them your bedroom or is it a mess?
No, it's not.
Okay, well she's got about 40 different elephants up on her bed. So.
No, they're in the closet right now because I had showings and I didn't want them thinking I was weird for elephants, so they're in the closet.
Elephants aren't weird.
No, but oh no, I'm 20. A 20-year-old having all these stuffed animals kind of, it's a little weird. Yeah, can you like zoom like?
You're zoomed out, you're fine.
No, you just zoomed in or
something. No, I didn't. I swear I didn't.
I'm so excited. I'm gonna go hang it up.
I told him we're watching 911.
Yes, I'm so excited. But I'm even more excited for Grace tomorrow night. Oh, it's killing me.
Oh boy.
Guess what? You get to watch.
Oh, Grace.
I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it.
2 hours later.
Hey guys, my reaction to the new Logan Paul video is good job, Logan. I am proud. I am happy to say that I am proud. And again, everybody may not agree with me, and if you don't, I'd love to hear your opinion. Mention it in the comments below what you think. But watching this video, I was viewer number 50, I believe, if I remember my screenshot correct. I have been waiting and waiting and waiting and watching and waiting for that tweet notification to pop up saying, "Hey, Logan Paul's new video!" Oh, and I'm happy. I'm actually utterly surprised, to be honest. I was expecting a Chachi video. I was expecting to see the "Ayo, good morning, Logan, what's poppin'?" that whole shebang that he does. I was expecting to see that, and when it opened up and it wasn't that, it surprised me. And it kind of pushed me back a step. So I watched the video through, and it was a good video, and I'm proud of him for making it. Now, if you haven't seen the video, I'll put it right behind this thing because it's a good thing to watch. Whether you know anything about this Logan Paul situation, whether you know anything about what he did. That's besides the point. This video is good to watch even if you don't know what's going on. Just because it does bring awareness to people that have committed suicide in the past. It brings awareness to people that have thought about committing suicide in the past and anything like that. And it really just, this video actually brings awareness unlike his last video, which he tried to bring awareness with, but it didn't. It was just kind of more of an eye-opening experience of, oh my gosh, I don't know what I just watched. Now this the first time I watched that video, when I was watching it, it kind of made it real to me, to be honest, because I've seen dead people before in my life. You know, family members that have passed away, and you're sitting there by their bedside, and it's not easy seeing somebody that you love pass away. Now, obviously, Logan Paul didn't know who this person was. He just came across them in the forest. But anybody that you see, it's not an easy situation to deal with. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, and I had family members that passed away, and my parents, you know, would tell us go to the other room because we were young. I mean, we were little kids, and they didn't want us to see what had happened, and they didn't want us to see, you know, them on the deathbed and they're taking their final breaths. They didn't want us to see that, and I respect them for that, and I'm glad that they did that. But I was there for other family members, and it's an honoring experience being able to be there with your family and be with them in their final moments. And it's very, you know, makes you step back a little bit and take a grip on life and say thank you for what you can and do, you know, what you can do in your life, and what type of influence you have on people in your life, because it's just astonishing what your little bit of life can do to a mass majority of people if you let it. I remember in high school, I guess a little bit of a story time. In high school, I had a friend, and her brother committed suicide. And at that time, I mean, I was in high school and I was young and I didn't know anything of it. And it was, you know, she came into school one day, and, you know, and I didn't really know what had happened. And it was obviously, you know, something was wrong. And so I started asking my friends around, hey, you know, do you know what happened? Do you know what happened? And finally somebody gave me an answer, and they said, yeah, that, you know, she found her brother last night, or their family found their brother last night. And, you know, and he had committed suicide. And at the time I was like, oh, you know, it's really sad, and I'm sorry to hear that. And so, you know, we all apologized, and, you know, we're there for her when she needed us. And, but what we got was, you know, they gave us wristbands and kind of remembrance and something to remember him by. And I remember asking her for one, because I said, listen, I would love to support your brother and you in this time, you know, in this pressing time. And so she gave me one or two of the bracelets, and I wore it every day for probably half a year, you know, at that point, until the bracelet broke or something. But in high school, I mean, it wasn't something where it was like, oh, you know, whatever, and, you know, it's sad. You know, it is a sad thing, but it didn't really click in my head what had happened, because I never met him. All I knew was her. And so it never really clicked in my head what had really happened to her brother. And so watching this video and seeing the person there, it set me back a little bit, and it showed me, and I guess it really made it click. And I mean, yes, that was high school years ago, and it was just then clicking, you know, and it clicked back in high school, like, oh yeah, you know, he wasn't here anymore, and we're here for you, but it never fully clicked until I had seen that body. And it's two different things, and it's completely different. And it sets you back in a way that you don't really know how to react to it. And so, I mean, I'm gonna keep her name out of it. I'm gonna keep everybody's name out. I don't want to disrespect their family. I want to bring remembrance to him, because that was something that in high school, it really set me back. And it's never like I never really understood, you know, I never really understood what had happened. And so this video really set me back. And so I guess after that whole story time, really what I want to say is just props to you, Logan Paul, for making this video. Props to you for taking the bull by the horns and realizing what mistake you had made and fixing it, because this was a big mistake. And taking the bull by the horns and finding a suicide victim that had actually survived the jumping off the bridge, surviving it, that's a miracle. And being able to talk with him so you can share his story, and talk with him so you can learn what it's like, because you've never been through it. I mean, in the video you say you've never been through, you've never had to deal with this type of thing in your life, and so you would not know much about it. You're ignorant to what is going on. And so being able to step back a little bit, humble yourself enough to go out, fly to different cities and talk to different people that know more than you do, and take that step to really learn about suicide and learn about the different steps of how to help somebody out of it, the different steps of realizing maybe somebody's in pain. What can I do to help them? I'm proud of you, man. You did a good job. In this video, it was very touching. You know, I sat there and I watched it, and I instantaneously shared it out to my friends, and I said, look, you know, a new video. I said, this is not what I expected. So props to you, Logan, for owning up. Props to you for growing up and cutting your hair and stepping back and being a man. People don't really expect that from you. You're just like, oh, you're the stupid vlogger, chachi, blonde kid from, you know, LA or wherever. Well, as you say, I'm the blonde, chachi, you know, kid from Ohio. Props to you for manning up. Props to you for being an adult. I'm proud of you, man. You did it. You did a good job with this one.
For 40 minutes, crying like a baby. Bikers, joggers, tourists, runners, they went by me. Police officers searching for suicidal people went by me twice. I'm standing at the ledge, leaning over the rail with tears flowing down to the waters. And I thought to myself, absolutely nobody cares. And then the voice in my head said, jump now, and I did. And the millisecond that my hands cleared the rail and my legs flew over it was an instant regret. The depression was wiped from my mind, and all I wanted to do was live, and I thought it's too late.
When I found out that 1 in 6 high school kids seriously think about suicide, that's stunning.
Yeah.
This is such a common problem.
Logan, all I wanted was for one person to look me in my eyes, say, hey kid, are you okay? I am so grateful to be alive, and I'm grateful today for every millisecond I get to breathe, because it was almost all ripped from me by me.
What's one thing you would have said to your younger self? To the Kevin who was 19, sitting on the bus, if you were next to you, and instead of the guy who pointed and laughed, what would you say?
I would just put my hand on the I would just put my hand on my shoulder, and I would just say, I'm here for you. I got you. We need to be a society that comes together for every person in the community that's going through hell. And in order to do that, every person that's going through hell, whatever hell, has to be honest about their pain. And if they're going to be honest about their pain, we are going to collectively answer the call and be there for that individual. Because if you don't see beauty in the next person you meet, you're not looking hard enough.
You're incredible, dude. This is an honor for me.
It's an honor for me too, brother.
So I'm pledging to donate $1 million to various suicide prevention organizations, with the first $250,000 going immediately to the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline so they can increase their capacity to help those in need.
For anyone watching, I want you to know you are not alone, and most of the time, crisis passes. So if you or anyone you know feels alone or trapped, I encourage anyone to call or even text the suicide or crisis hotline. Both of those numbers are below, and although this is a tough conversation, it's important because things can and will get better. It's time to start a new chapter in my life as I continue to educate both myself and others on suicide. I'm humbled and thankful to say, this is just the beginning.
Alright guys, so if you want to see Logan's full video, I highly recommend it. I'll put the link in the description down below. And I'll try to also put a little tag up on top, maybe it's just a little easier to click for you guys. But I highly recommend watching it. It's I think 7 minutes long. It is worth the watch. That is the vlog. If you guys like what you saw, hit that red subscribe button down below and join this awesome family. And if you would like to know when I post, hit that notifications button also. Awesome. Roll the outro.